Hey everybody, I am here for my first official IVF vlog. So this one might be a little bit long. I have no idea how these IVF vlogs are going to turn out. I can tell you right now, with as much vlogging as I've done and as much documenting as I've done, these ones make me kind of nervous. The people who have done IVF vlogs have done such a great job, I feel like, that I feel like I'm kind of in a league. It's a little bit above me. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like I'm kind of the underdog here. So I actually made myself some Courage hot chocolate. I even put whipped cream and some chocolate shavings on it. I made it like gourmet style. I have tried to make this vlog a couple times and I've been totally overwhelmed. So I'm going to try again and see if I can just get through it without sounding like a complete idiot. So let's go for it. Today is cycle day 2. I am starting my birth control for the IVF cycle either tonight or tomorrow. The one difference for my IVF cycle than most other people's IVF cycle, some take birth control and some don't. Me, they are going to. But my birth control is actually going to be cycled a little bit. The reasoning for that is because I haven't yet had a hysteroscopy. I've had an HSG and everything was clear, but the hysteroscopy I haven't had done. The difference is that one is a dye test, that's the HSG. The hysteroscopy is actually basically a little video camera that they put up through your cervix to be able to see what's really going on inside your uterus. They can diagnose lots of things, whether you have polyps, whether you have lots of cysts inside of your uterus, a septum, I think, or a bicornate uterus, or just all these other things that they can't really see without it. So my doctor really wants me to have it, and if I had it done through them, I could do it right now and everything could start and it would be easy peasy. But it would be an extra $3,000 out of pocket. And when you're talking about already spending $20,000 on IVF, and the fact that we do have 2 foster kids who will soon be adopted kids, and the fact that, you know, we do have a house payment and we aren't rich, $3,000 on top of IVF is a lot. It's a lot to consider. It's a lot to think about. So I'm scheduled for January 7th, and it's 50% covered through my insurance. That being said, I can't start an IVF cycle when I would have to do the hysteroscopy that late in the IVF cycle. So 2 weeks of birth control, take a week off, 3 weeks of birth control, starting my IVF injections at the last few days of birth control. Or I will do 3 weeks of birth control, take a week off, and then do 2 weeks of birth control, starting my injections. I think it's 2 weeks on, a week off, 3 weeks on. But they have me on Reclipsin, which is also, my clinic calls it Desigen. So that's what I'm on right now. I'm also on a prenatal and DHA. Now I'm actually out of my DHA. I need to get some more, but I take the non-fish oil DHA. I'll post a link below to the one that I take normally, but I'm out, so I need to get more. I had been taking these Nature Blend ones, and I really like these. They don't smell, they aren't humongous. I only have a couple more, so I had to get more, and the last few days, my normal place has been closed, so I got a different brand. I got these Nature made ones, and I tried taking them and they're awful. I don't have a very sensitive gag reflex, but these are gross. They're smaller, but they smell so bad. So I think I'm just gonna put these by the wayside, especially if we got pregnant the first go, which is obviously the hope. Like 30 or something of these would be while I was just newly pregnant, and unless I don't have any aversions, there's no way I would be able to take these. They also had me pick up some doxycycline, not actually for me. These are for my husband. It is an antibiotic that he will take, I think, the day before retrieval. So there are these little blue pills. which I just thought was hilarious. Really? They're going to give him a little blue pill? Whatever. So that when he gives his specimen, it's sure that he's not sick and everything's all nice and clean and perfect and whatever. But that's my theory. I don't totally know if that's accurate. Who knows? And then I think they're going to have me stay on Bravel, Menopur, all those. In my chart for IUI, it does show that Follistim did help me react, but I didn't have as good of a reaction to Follistim as I did with the Menopur and Bravel. So they're going to keep me on those. They also have, my clinic also has kind of a deal with Bravel and the makers, and they have a discount program, so that's awesome. The pharmacy that we go to also has self-pay options, which has discount programs, which is awesome. IVF is going to be about 20 grand out of pocket, which is discounted because it is a self-pay program. The meds are all out of pocket, but you know, it's the IVF gamble. So, you know, those types of things I'm worried about. I have a lot of issues thinking about spending 20 grand. I'm just kind of cheap, and it makes me really uncomfortable to spend $20,000, especially when it's $20,000 plus on a chance. That aspect, the financial aspect of it, makes me really uncomfortable. But realistically, we don't really have any other options. Now, I have had some questions about why even try IVF, why not just adopt other kids? First of all, it's really not that easy. I know I have really fallen to the wayside with my Foster Fridays, but I will get back into that for you guys. I really think it's very important for all that to get out there. But for one, it's really just not that easy. Fostering is not easy. Adopting is not easy. Put the two together, it's really not easy. And it's not a guarantee necessarily. Not much I'm going to say in this vlog about it because this is an IVF vlog, but it's not as easy as some people might think. With adoption of an infant domestically, you know, a birth mother can change her mind. And if a birth mother changes her mind, you're already out all of that expense out of pocket. You don't get a refund for that. So all of that money is just gone, and that's hard. So this is kind of IVF feelings. In terms of how I'm feeling about IVF, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling decently hopeful. I'm trying to be just super happy-go-lucky, super hopeful. We'll see how well that works, but otherwise, I'm just trying to kind of keep occupied until everything really starts. At this point, it's just really birth control, so it's not, and getting kind of the lay of the land cycle-wise and how our cycle's going to go. But other than that, I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I'm really glad that I have this community to kind of help me through and kind of feed off of. So anyway, that's where I'm going to stop for now, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh God, that's fantastic.